Because, even when you go into a bank, so many times a bank is cold.
Sterile.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there were moments I thought, is Taylor and Karen actually working at a bank? Because they're just they're happy, or they're showing it on the emails. They're happy. They're so helpful. I mean, if maybe it was a document that needed to be signed, and if I didn't see that email right away, and then later I might get another notification, or maybe a nice phone call. They would call, and they never said, "Are you checking your email?" or "We sent this hours ago." No, they were just, "Good afternoon, Margie," or "Hi, Margie, this is Karen," and it was just, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
You mentioned something just now about Taylor and Karen working for a bank, and when you typically walk into a bank, it's a sterile and sometimes standoffish environment.
Right.
We do work for a bank, but it's a totally different environment. It's a completely different environment. For instance, I work for a bank. Bankers' hours are typically 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And we were talking on Saturday, we were talking on Sunday.
See, that's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Mitch. I could reach out to you, and I thought, wow, he's returning whether it's an email or a text, and it would be after business hours. You were never negative. You were never, "I don't have time," or you're like, "Sure, let's take a look at it right now."
Mm-hmm.
You're always, I felt as though I was the only customer, I was the only client that my house was a priority over. And I said, I know he's got other ones, Taylor and Karen, I know they have others, but I just felt like you guys had put me up here, as a priority. And then if I had a question, you would say, "I'll get right back to you." If I don't know the answer now, or if I said, "Well, I'm kind of worried about it," and you said, "Margie, I'm going to be with you all through this, and even afterwards, with the taxes and with," and "don't you worry, we are here for you." And that, Mitch, is one of the greatest feelings, that for a bank to still say, "I'm going to be with you," because a lot of times it's, we're going to get your money, and then we'll just pass you on to the next. We'll sell you off to the next. And even when we were talking about the percentage rate, and you said, "And if you ever want to refinance, we are here for you, Margie." And I was like, so this is like a lifetime connection.
Mm-hmm. You have a personal banker for the rest of your life. If you need a mortgage anywhere in this country, we've got you covered.
And it's, so you realize that it's not just for the moment, but that, you're not going to just be dropped. And that's, for Presidential to be that caring, that just doesn't happen with banks.